So let me ask you this, you want to play it safe. You want to stick with fragrances that will never let you down and will never fail to get you a compliment. Trust me, I get it. I understand where you're coming from. You don't want to go too out of the box. You don't want to wear some really different, unique niche fragrances that could have you smelling weird and unpleasant. And after all, fragrance is an accessory. It's an addition to your style. It's an addition to your wardrobe. If you have a really nice high-end outfit on, you want to choose a fragrance that's going to complement it well, and that's going to, in turn, get you compliments. On the other hand, if you're wearing a casual outfit, t-shirt and shorts, and you're going out for a casual day, but going by the pool, going and running some errands, whatever, you look good. You look good, casual and fun in the summer, but you still want to pull compliments. I got you covered. No, I'm not telling you to go out and try to get compliments. Obviously, we're supposed to be social distancing, so make sure you do that. I'm watching you. But of course, when everything's back to normal and you're going out and you're wearing your fragrances in public and you want to get compliments, I have the video for you. Today we're going to be going over 10 fragrances that will never fail to get you compliments. Trust me, these have been tried and proven, not just by me. Don't just take my word for it. Go look at other reviewers' channels, go look at some of their videos, go look and see what they talk about being compliment getters, and you'll kind of see a trend here. These 10 fragrances show up in a lot of videos across multiple channels, across multiple Facebook groups and forums and everything. These are tried and proven, and really, just to put it simply, they just work. So I hope you guys are ready to get into this video. Let me know down below what your 10 fragrances would be that never fail to get you a compliment. Let's go and crack right into it. Starting off with the first fragrance, we couldn't put this video together without this one. It is a blue fragrance, but it may not be the one that you're thinking of, you know, the one that starts with an S, it's from Dior, that sort of thing. No, we're not going with Sauvage, okay? We're going to be a little bit less basic than that. Are you with me here? We're going with Bleu de Chanel. Is this less basic? That can be questionable. Obviously, this did come out first, the EDT, the EDP, whatever, right? Came out first, but come on. I mean, you can't deny that this fragrance is something that just works. It's been tried and proven. It's a product of its own success. It's so popular and it smells so good that it just works. It's something that just works over and over again, time and time again. This is never going to smell dated. It's never going to smell old. And really, it's never not going to work. I'm actually wearing the EDT right now, catching whiffs of it. A few hours later, it's projecting and performing pretty good. I love all versions. Now, for this specific video, I'm going with the EDP. In my opinion, the EDP is going to be your best value for the price you're paying. It's not going to be the cheapest one. The EDT is still going to be the cheapest. If you look at Chanel's website and other online retailers, it's going to be the cheapest. However, the drawback with the EDT is going to be your performance and more specifically your longevity, okay? So, in my opinion, go up to the EDP for your best bang for your buck. The Parfum, even though it's my personal favorite, is going to be the most expensive. I mean, for the 5-ounce bottle, I think you're looking at like $200. That's a lot for a designer fragrance, right? But the EDP is kind of right there in the middle. It's in the sweet spot. Still by no means cheap. It's still by no means really affordable, but if you do have the budget and you do love the Bleu de Chanel DNA, it's worth picking up. I mean, again, guys, you can't go wrong with this stuff. If you wear this, you are almost guaranteed a compliment. And of course, it's going to depend on your attitude, how you carry yourself, how you're dressed, you know, all that sort of thing. I can't 100% guarantee you a compliment. That no one can do that. That's just ridiculous. But if you're, you know, you're following all the right steps to get compliments, you're going to probably get some when you wear this. Up next here, we have Hugo Boss Reversed. This is another one that just works. There's no other way to put it. Plain and simple. It's just a fragrance that gets the job done. It's very simplistic in the note breakdown. I believe you're looking at like 5 notes. So it's very simple. Vetiver, some citrus. I believe it's rosemary in there as well. Something like that. I can't remember for sure. But it is a very simplistic, very minimal, stripped back fragrance. And when it comes to getting compliments, fragrances like this oftentimes can work the best. I mean, sure, there's a lot of fragrances out there with huge, extensive note breakdowns that get you compliments, but sometimes simple is better when it comes to just smelling good and getting positive feedback. And this is a fragrance that does that. You can't go wrong with this stuff. For summertime, summer casual, one of the best. It works great dressed down, t-shirt and shorts. It works great for anything like that. And also, it's affordable. The first one we talked about, the Bleu de Chanel, it's expensive. This one on discounters, when it's in stock, you're looking at about $40 to $50, somewhere in that price range. It'll probably get cheaper over time, although I haven't seen it quite get to the price of other Hugo Boss fragrances, but still more than affordable, and in my opinion, it's worth every bit of $50. One of my favorites for summertime, Hugo Boss Reversed. This one's not going to fail to get you a compliment, trust me. Up next here, we have Versace Pour Homme. Guys, I mean, do I really have to go into depth with this one? I don't think so. Came out in 2008, 4 years after Chanel Allure Homme Sport did. This stuff, I mean, when you smell it, you know that this was built, engineered, designed for compliments. I mean, really, if they didn't have that in mind, they just got really freaking lucky, I guess, because this fragrance gets you so many compliments, so much positive feedback. It's insane. It is considered basic nowadays, right? Because, you know, it is a pretty generic type of scent DNA, I guess. Although when I smell this, it still blows my mind. It still blows me away. Same with Chanel Allure Homme Sport. This type of DNA, even though, you know, it's worn a ton, I mean, so many people wear this fragrance and so many people have it and it's talked about a lot, still, the DNA is classic, it's timeless, it never gets old, it never goes out of style. You can't go wrong with this stuff. In my opinion, pick up the 200 ml bottle and just spray away. If you want something to spray on heavy this summer, you know, you're not, you know, wanting to go too out of the norm, and you also don't want to break the bank too bad, go for Versace Pour Homme. No, this isn't considered a cheap fragrance. I mean, for 100 mils, you're looking at about 40 to 45, which is starting to get up there. That's about the mid-range designer price. For 200 mils, I believe you can pick these up for like $55 or so, somewhere around in that price point. For 200 milliliters of a fragrance, that's a great deal. That's a really, really solid deal. I mean, if you look at the size of this, there's a lot of fragrance in there. So you can spray away, spray heavy. Typically, that's what I like to do when I spray this one on and I apply it. I go an upwards of 5, 6, 7, 8 sprays, depending on what I'm doing and, you know, how much I'm wanting to smell myself. It's just so personally enjoyable for me that I just love wearing it for myself. But people around you are also really going to love that you're wearing this fragrance as well. Trust me, this is probably one of the best investments that you can make in your fragrance collection. It's Versace Pour Homme. And next here we have Parfums de Marly Percival. Yeah, finally starting to see some Parfums de Marly on the channel. Hopefully you guys are excited about that. It's been requested for like over a year, honestly, at this point. And Percival is one that I've really been enjoying. It's a soapy, clean, ambroxany blue fragrance sort of thing going on here. Of course, it has its own take on it. It gets compared a lot to Mont Blanc Legend and Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce. Honestly, you know, I don't get the comparison as much as some other people seem to think it is. I mean, maybe it's got some similarities here and there, but I don't know. I think it's quite a bit different than that. It's just my opinion. But still, great scent. My girlfriend loves this one on me. Been getting other compliments from like nearby family members and stuff like that. It's a fragrance that honestly, it's just a compliment getter. This is designed to get compliments, and you don't need to, you know, go out and try it for yourself to realize that. I mean, even when you just pick this one up and you smell it, you know it's going to be something that will pull you compliments. It fits in that DNA that just works like crazy. It's Percival from Parfums de Marly. It's going to be a niche fragrance. It's going to be more expensive, but it's worth it. It's worth every penny if you want like a niche version of that blue type of fragrance. It's really nice stuff, has good performance too. You can get it at discounters for a pretty good price. It will be linked down below. Check it out there, best price you're going to get on it. It's worth it. Moving up next here, we have Invictus Aqua. This stuff, I mean, come on. It's Invictus DNA, but more aquatic and more salty. I mean, what else can you ask for here? This stuff, it smells incredible. You guys know, if you have been around on the channel for a while, the 2016 version, one of my favorite summer fragrances ever, just of all time. Not just of, you know, designers, not just from Paco Rabanne, just out of everything that I own. One of my favorite summer fragrances. There's something about it that's so fun, that's so fresh, that's just so summertime. This DNA smells incredible, and I can tell you for a fact, you don't have to worry about not getting noticed with this. You don't have to worry about not getting compliments. This DNA is killer. Of course, you know Invictus, it's a fragrance that is, you know, known for getting compliments and all that bubblegum sweetness. Imagine taking that DNA, making it a bit more aquatic and fresh, a bit more wearable. I mean, the results are going to speak for itself. This stuff pulls in the compliments, and it just really is a head-turning fragrance, especially when you're wearing it in the summertime like it's intended for. You get some heat on this stuff, it opens up, it develops, and it just turns delicious smelling. I mean, great stuff. This is going to be one where you don't want to wear it during quarantine because people are going to be defying that quarantine aspect, and instead they're going to be coming close to you. They're not going to be socially distancing when you wear this fragrance. It's a weapon, so keep it at home, keep it stashed away. Trust me, guys, social distancing is over, and you wear this one, I mean, I think that speaks for itself. Moving to the completely opposite end of the spectrum here, we had fresh, summery, and aquatic. Now we're going to warm, sweet, tobacco, vanilla, winter fragrance, Spicebomb Extreme by Victor and Rolf. Is this out of season? Yeah, I would say most of you could probably agree that this fragrance is out of season unless you are down under where you're getting into winter. In that case, this is good news for you. It's making it in the list for all of you guys who are just getting into winter time. But still, that doesn't deny the fact that this is a fragrance that won't fail to get you a compliment. It smells great. It, in my opinion, is a big improvement over the original Spicebomb Eau de Toilette. That one, of course, you guys already know what it smells like, a spicy tobacco fragrance. This one kind of follows the same roadmap, but it bumps up the vanilla note. It makes it a bit more warm, a bit more sweet, and a bit more smooth. You still do get the cinnamon and kind of like a cumin note in the opening, giving it that spiciness, but the dry down is much more smooth, much more sweet, and really overall much more sexy. Spicebomb Eau de Toilette to me is like a guy in his early 20s, right? He's young, he's full of energy, playful, going out to doing God knows what, having fun out in the streets and all that stuff. The Spicebomb Extreme, this one is a guy in his mid-30s, right? He's tired of that. He's tired of going out and doing crazy stuff, drinking every night with his friends. He's focused on his career. He's focused on his business. He's focusing on settling down, being an adult, right? That's what this fragrance smells like. And I can almost guarantee you, if you wear this stuff in the wintertime or just, when it's a bit cool outside, you're going to be getting compliments left and right. So following Spicebomb Extreme, we have another bit of a winter fragrance. And say what you want about this one. Yes, it's been talked to death. It's been included on literally everyone's channel. I mean, if you have a fragrance channel, you've talked about this fragrance, and I can almost guarantee that. I bet money on that. Can you see what it is? Probably not. You probably don't know what that is from the atomizer. Am I stupid? This one is La Nuit de l'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. This is my edition art bottle, thus that is making it a 2013 second formulation batch, I believe is how it goes. I have a video on this. I should have watched it before so I could have taught myself on the batches because I kind of forgot. I believe this is the second formulation or the first reformulation because the OG was 2009, 2010, the 4 digits, something along those lines. I did a video on that. If you want to know, you can go check out the video on the La Nuit de l'Homme batch code, formulations, all that stuff. But it's a 2013 edition art. All that aside, this is a fragrance that still gets you compliments galore like crazy, and it doesn't have to be these older batches. I'll show you something. This right here is my 2017 bottle. This is the first bottle I'd ever got, and this is the one that kind of started me on my love for La Nuit de l'Homme, and this is what started getting me all of the compliments that this DNA is known for. Obviously, now this is 3 years old, so I know it doesn't hold up to the newest batch, blah, blah, blah. What I should probably do is get a new bottle of La Nuit de l'Homme and then kind of talk about it like I did with Creed Invictus, saying is the newest batch still worth it, blah, blah, blah. I need to do that with a few fragrances. Versace Eros has been highly requested as well, so I will do that. So I know, obviously this is the newest batch that I have, but it is 3 years old at this point, so I know it doesn't hold up to 2019, 2020, whatever. But I can tell you, the batch doesn't matter for getting compliments. Here, I have 4-digit 2009 batches of this fragrance, and guess what? It doesn't make a difference on what women think of it. It just doesn't. I hate to burst your bubble if you're hoarding vintage and trying to sell for $200-$300 saying it's the original compliment getting stuff. No one cares about that. It doesn't matter. La Nuit de l'Homme, it just works no matter what. Up next, we have John Varvatos Pour Homme. What a gorgeous smelling scent cloud this stuff is. I love John Varvatos. You guys know I love John Varvatos. You guys saw, if you watched my collection video, I got just about all of them, as many as I can get for the most part. I am still missing a few that are in production, maybe two, 3 of them. but the discontinued ones that are super pricey I don't have. But I basically have all of the main ones that are known about and talked about. But honestly, the Pour Homme, just the OG here, isn't talked about that much anymore. People talk about Dark Rebel, they talk about Vintage, Dark Rebel Rider, Artisan Pure, all that stuff. No love for the OG, no love for where it all started. And honestly, that's a shame. I love the original Pour Homme. It smells incredible. It's got a bit of a freshness, kind of like a soapiness. Even though it's not fully fresh, it does have quite a bit of depth. It has fur, so that's something a bit different. It smells incredible. This DNA is just so clean, so modern, and just so sexy, and you're basically guaranteed to get compliments with this stuff. Up next, we have a fragrance that honestly seems to be trending lately, and I can't help myself from including it in videos. I've been seeing this fragrance show up in a lot of other people's videos as well. It's just been kind of going around almost like a bug. Everyone's been talking about this fragrance, even though it's been out forever. It's already had the hype train. That is long gone, right? But it is still making its rounds in the community, and honestly, I think that's absolutely remarkable that a fragrance like this, that is this cheap, hint hint, this cheap, and has been out this long, already had the initial hype train. It's crazy that this stuff is still in people's videos and is still loved this much, all for a fragrance this cheap. And of course, I'm guilty of that as well. I love this fragrance. I wear this fragrance. I don't just include it in videos. I don't just talk about it on the channel. I legitimately wear this stuff. I have multiple bottles of it, and I love it. It's Nautica Voyage, the $10 to $15 Nautica fragrance. Like I said, it's been making its rounds here lately. It's been in quite a few of my videos recently because I just can't help myself. For summertime, you can't beat it. I love Nautica Voyage. I mean, this stuff just simply works. When we're talking about, that smells so good. That smells great. When you're talking about getting compliments, when you're talking about getting positive feedback, smelling clean, fresh, sexy as a man, you got to have this stuff. This is kind of one of those things where if you don't like the scent or you don't want to wear it on yourself, use it as a room spray. Your room smells great, and you didn't have to pay a lot of money for it either. Last fragrance up, we have Coach Platinum for Men. I've talked about it before. This is like Sauvage / Coach DNA, but with vanilla, and it's smoothed out. Take some of the harshness away, add some sweetness from the vanilla. It's got cashmere in there as well. It smells incredible. It's one of my favorites, kind of in this genre. I like the vanilla in here, giving it a sweetness and a bit of a softness to it. It smells great. This stuff, without a doubt, without fail, will get you positive feedback. It's that blue fragrance DNA, which we already know, built for compliments 100%, but with vanilla. So you're taking that fresh, sharp ambroxan DNA, for people who like fresh fragrances, and adding some vanilla for the people who like warmer, sweeter fragrances. You combine those two together, now you've doubled your audience size for getting compliments with this stuff. I mean, it's incredible. So hopefully you guys like this video. Again, these are all fragrances that, quite honestly, can be treated as a weapon. You wear these things out, social distancing is not going to be a thing anymore for the people who are going to be coming after you smelling these. So I will say, if you want to wear these out in public, do it at your own discretion. Wear a mask like you're supposed to. Be careful. This is ridiculous. So guys, that's going to do it for me. That was 10 fragrances that never fail to give me compliments, and it should do the same for you. You don't just have to take my word for it. Go look at the other reviews and videos and posts online, and you'll see everyone just about says the same thing. These 10 fragrances are just engineered and designed, and they just pull compliments. There's no other way to put it. Obviously, these aren't the only 10. There's hundreds more probably out there that could have been put in this video. So if you want to see another video like this, leave a comment down below. I'll put something together because I do have plenty more that I could have put in here. So that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you for watching. All these will be linked down below in the description if you want to pick any of them up. The lowest prices are going to be down there as well. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you tomorrow night with another one. Take care.